Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I say your profile looks all wholesome and put together. You ready, baby?
Oh my God. Yes, ma'am. I did not know I was going to be on. Thank
Let me
you.
see if the light is kind of dark for me. Let me see. Sometimes it's because of my ring light, but let me see how you look to others. Um. All right. Okay, you got it. Let me see. I'm about to go check my page. Okay, I can see you. I can work with you. All right, boo. What's your name, honey?
My name is Finn Coleman.
Your name is what?
Finn, Finn, Finn Coleman.
Finn Coleman. Fyn. Finn Coleman. Where you call me from,
I
Mama?
am in Maryland.
Maryland. How old are you?
I am 39 years old.
39. What do you do for a living?
I am a realtor
A realtor.
and also an interior designer.
Interior designer. Do you have any kids?
No,
No kids. All right. So what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo.
Leo. So this is Finn, Maryland, 39, Leo, realtor, also interior designer. No kids. What kind of man you looking for, Mama?
Um, I am looking for potentially a relationship that can lead to marriage. So I am looking for someone who is spiritual, someone who's very kind, someone that is able to hustle and build an empire together because I'm a go-getter, and someone who respects women. Uh, I'm not concerned about race. It doesn't matter what race they are. And someone that I can have fun with and not have to be tiptoe around them. I don't want to tiptoe around anyone.
Got you. Bring the camera up a little bit so your head's not cut off. All right, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right, okay. What are your deal breakers?
A liar, cheater, and someone who's lazy.
Okay. Okay. Does he have to look a certain way?
I mean, very good looking, of course. Takes good care of himself. Able to groom themselves. Um, that's all.
That's all. Does he have to make a certain amount of money?
I would say yes, but I make significant amount of money, and so putting that on someone else, I think, is not fair. But someone who is willing to do the work to get there, it really doesn't matter.
Okay. Let me see, because I think your name, yes, your name is Accidental Billionaire. So you're
Yes,
a billionaire?
I'm working towards it.
So you're a millionaire.
I'm a millionaire right now.
Okay. So with that being said, what is the lowest amount of money a man that you would date can make?
Let's say $300,000.
300K is the lowest. Okay. 300K. Okay. Let's do the Kendrick cam.
I'm sorry?
Let's do the Kendrick cam.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Oh, so the Kendrick cam is when you stand up and we see your full body.
Oh, so you want me to get up?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Uh, I have on a leotard, so forgive me. I don't know if you can see me, but
Okay. I'm trying to see. Do you want, listen, I know we're here for a dating show, but do you care to share how you became a millionaire?
I have been working most of my adult life. I do a little bit of investing, and I've also started two profitable companies. Not only am I an interior designer, I also own a cleaning company. And I also have a 9 to 5 job, so that helps.
So with the 300K, are you open to our races to give you more options, or do you only want a black man?
Oh, I'm open to all types of. You can be an alien, green, blue, yellow. It don't matter to me.
So not black, so not just black men. You're open to all. That would give you a better shot,
Oh yeah,
obviously.
I'm not settling on a particular color.
Okay.
So
Now I'm only gonna ask you about this because I know if I make you a highlight, this is gonna be the conversation the cousins are gonna have. So, have you ever dated a man that made 300K or more?
yes.
Okay. What happened with that relationship?
Uh, we were both immature at that time. I was immature because I was very headstrong, as Leos are. I'm also African, so I'm very, very, I can be stubborn sometimes. I'm not going to lie. And so that can be a problem for some people, and I'm working on it. I'm working to be able to share my space. So it was very difficult. I didn't want to share my space. He wanted me to move in, and I wasn't ready for that. So it just ended.
Yeah, that is something though, and I'm gonna go back to that, but that is something independent women do have to think about, because when you say you want a man, that means you want to cohabitate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be open to, moving in with a person, adjusting your independent, everything is my way lifestyle. So I'm happy you share that. Last question. Now, obviously, if you are a millionaire, 300K is less than $1 million, so you're not asking for your financial equal. Would you date a man that made less than 300K, or is that the bare minimum?
No, as long as we can boss up together, I really think that, when you find that right person, you can build an empire together. I'm not afraid of starting with someone as long as they're willing to do the work, because I'm doing the work. I'm not going to accept a lazy person. You cannot come and say, well, I'm only doing $100,000. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. So
Oh,
you have to be
so 100K
willing.
would be unacceptable.
Well, you have to be willing to grow, like financially. Like, I don't think that you should settle at $100,000 if there are possible ways for you to increase your revenue or to increase your finances.
Okay.
So
So with because you also invest. So if he's open from 100K and to either on his own accord trying to make more money, or maybe allowing you to teach him ways to make more money, then that could work.
definitely.
But if he just made 100K and was satisfied, that could not work.
No.
Fair. Okay. Okay. All right, honey. When was your last relationship?
2018.
2018. How many years ago is that? Is that like five?
5,
Six?
yeah.
5 years. 5 years. Is that when your
Well,
financial?
well, stable or longest relationship. I've been on dates, but that was like my longest relationship was 2018.
Okay, fair enough. All right. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
I am celibate, so I'm just gonna leave it there.
Ooh, child, you celebrated for how long?
I don't want to say it on national.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay, let me tell you. I'm gonna tell you before you say it. This is an international show. Don't ever have a
exactly.
secret telling me, because the whole world's gonna see. So if you don't want to say it, I'm not gonna push it out
I
of
don't
you.
want
Do you
to
not
say,
want to
but
share it?
I have been celibate for a while, so let's just
Okay.
leave it there.
So you want a 300K celibate man?
He doesn't have to be celibate, but he has to respect my decision to be celibate.
Okay, so he can have sex with other women then?
No,
Then how
but
is
he
he
has
not
to.
celibate if he's respecting your wishes to be celibate?
He has to respect my decision not to have sex with him.
But that means
And
he has to be celibate.
yes.
So you want a man that makes 300K to date you, and when are you celibate for? Until when?
So I'm married.
So you want a 300K man to date you without having sex, and he's not really allowed, according to what you desire, have sex with anybody else.
Yes.
Where this man at? Where this man? God, where the hell this man? God, is he under my wig, child? Is he under my wig?
He's somewhere.
Is he in? Where this man? Where this? Woo! Woo! 300K man who not gonna have sex with nobody and where you at? How long you been single for, mama?
I've been single for a while. I've dated, but nothing serious.
Do you know anyone that's had this? Like, do you know any
Oh
couple?
yes, definitely.
Okay,
There are many
you know a
women.
couple that. Okay, tell me about this couple. You know a couple that got married and they were 300K and more and didn't have sex till they got married?
Well, I mean, I don't think that finance has anything to do with it, right?
Absolutely.
I don't think
Absolutely.
so.
A man that makes,
I truly don't believe so.
you don't know about a man that makes 300K then? Because vaginas get thrown at him every day.
Yes, but there are also men who are also willing to wait. It does not matter how much money they have. There are others out there that are
Where
doing
they
it.
at?
I
Where
know
they
it.
at? Where they at? Tell me.
I've
So why you
seen.
not with that man?
I'm sorry.
So why you not with that man?
I don't know.
You should know. So you telling me you know men that you're telling me that
Well,
you know men.
I said there are men out there.
Where
I don't know
they at?
one right
Here's the deal,
now.
because here's the thing. I'm not really challenging you on your desires. What I want to challenge you on is, do you even know one person or three people, men, that did that? Because I think what's happening is sometimes we say stuff, but when I ask people, do you know anybody that subscribes to that, it's kind of hard. So do you know a man that makes 300K that is not having sex till marriage?
Possibly a
And
few.
you know, I'm asking you, this is an easy question. Do you know a man or two, you said more, that makes your salary requirement and is not having sex until marriage?
To my knowledge, yes. To my knowledge.
Okay, you need to date those men. Why are you not dating those men?
Because some of them are not my type yet.
So what's wrong with them that's not your type?
Some of them are a little bit demanding because of their financial status.
Okay, you know that's gonna happen, right? You know a man that makes that much, so that comes with that price.
Of
Any man
course.
that's making 300K has the ego, rightfully so.
Of course.
Any man that makes that amount of money wants things done his way. That's just the kind of mindset he is. So I don't think you're gonna meet a man in that financial category or higher without that type of energy.
But I'm saying that finance is not a huge problem for me. If they're making 300K, that's fine, right?
No.
But
I understand what you're saying is, but you got to understand the man that you're asking for. Like, I get you, but you have to understand the mindset of how that man, the man mindset and your mindset in that tax bracket are two different mindsets.
definitely, I truly believe that. But I truly also believe that there are men out there. They are.
There's men, okay, and you know them. So I'm going to say this, and I mean this sincerely. If you meet a guy that makes that amount of money and is willing to not have sex until marriage, date him. Like, sincerely. Because there's not a lot of men. I can't think of one. I know a lot of rich men. That's just what it is. Now, they're not out here slinging. They're not out here doing that. You know, but I don't know one that will be waiting till marriage for sex that has that amount of money. Not saying it ain't possible. I'm just saying I don't know it. So if you know him, lock him down. Don't let him get away. He's a rare.
Okay.
Okay. All right. What are three flaws you have to work on?
3 flaws. Learning to be a little bit more patient. Accepting that sometimes things will not go the way that I desire. And lastly, I can be a little bit, how will I say it, stubborn. So learning not to be too much set in my own ways.
Gotcha. Is your celibacy rule non-negotiable, or that is up for grabs, but more than likely you're not having sex until you're a wife?
It depends on the person. I think that, depending on the person and depending on the relationship, we can definitely, it's not like a set rule, but right now that's what I'm practicing.
Do you tell men that when you go out on dates, or you keep that to yourself?
I do.
You do. And what do they say?
Some are okay with it and some are not, and that's fine.
Okay. And the ones that are okay, are you still dating them, or what's that space?
Well, life happens. So some are okay with it until a while, and then, after a while, they're like, yes, they're not willing to deal with it. So.
Yeah, you really want to find you want to find a man that got that own journey. Because I think a lot of men, because first of all, celibacy has been a theme on my show lately. A lot of women are telling me that they're not having sex until marriage, and I am not here to push back on nobody's beliefs. But I think a common thing is a lot of men don't be believing y'all, right? So they like to call it challenges. So it makes you a challenge. So he will date you for a while, probably dating somebody else though too, but who knows? But date you for a while, and then once he truly learns that you're not bending in that way, then he might fall off. But I think the goal should be to meet a man who has those requirements too, because now you're not convincing him to do what you want to do. It's already what he wants to do. Right. All right. So, did I ask you your 3 flaws, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Finn?
I'm sorry?
Why would a man be lucky to be with you, honey?
I am an asset to anyone.
You're an asset to anyone. What makes you an asset?
I know what I bring to the table. I am a go-getter. I am a person that is willing to work with anyone to get somewhere. And to me, I think that makes me an asset, because if a man comes and he does not have, I'm willing to work with him to get there, because I started somewhere.
Right.
So that makes me an asset.
So you will help build him, basically, you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't
Definitely.
got to have the money then, because you're going to help build the money.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, what's your age range? You're 39.
So let's say 37 up until 45.
37 to 45. Do you want kids or no?
I do want kids if it's doable. Yes, I do want kids, but if he has children, that's not a deal breaker either.
Okay, you got kids. All right. And does he have to be in Maryland?
No.
No. Okay. All right, let's do it then. So, am I saying it right?
Yes.
All right. The accidental billionaire is your Instagram. How can the guy reach out to you?
They can DM me.
They can DM. Okay, my spirit is nagging me to say this, so I'm gonna just say it. So I felt like when I asked you why would a guy be lucky to be with you, it's almost something you would say if you were trying to get a job, right? Like, because I could tell you're successful financially, so that means in the workspace you're very great, right? But I think the challenge with boss women, you really got to do a deep dive on the type of man, because I think what works in the workspace is not always what the man is desiring in a relationship space.
Of course.
So it's like, if I was hiring for a company, you are my woman. We're going to hit our numbers. We're going to get there. You're going to make it happen. We're going to be successful. But in a relationship, does that translate the same way for a man who's looking for a wife?
But I think most relationships nowadays are transactional, right? So to me, that's how I feel. Like, most people get into a relationship because they're looking for something. And so for me, with that mindset, I understand that while you can build love, you also have to be realistic about it, because not everyone is going to come with the intention of trying to love you. They're coming with an agenda. So I can sell myself anyhow, right? But at the end of the day, it depends on the person that is coming.
This is true. But okay, with that being said, there's an agenda. So if a man had an agenda that, okay, you are a woman that makes money, would you be, I mean, it seems like you're wise. So you could pick up on that, like, okay, him knowing my access and me making money. Would you work with that man? Or would you be like, no, because you feel like he's trying to use you because of his agenda?
I mean, I can, like I said, I can work with anyone, right?
Okay.
It doesn't matter. My main concern is that they are coming to build something with me. They're not just going to come and take, like somebody that is willing to build something. And if you have that drive, I think that we can work with that, because at the end of the day, if I get somewhere, you get somewhere. If you get somewhere, I get somewhere. It's a teamwork.
Okay, fair enough. Listen, I appreciate you having this dialogue with me. I
Oh,
think,
no, thank you so much.
I think it's enlightening on both parts. You know, I learn more about you. Maybe somebody disagree with me. Maybe they agree. Who knows, right? But I think these conversations are important. So let's do it. Finn, Maryland, 39, Leo, realtor. Tell me your jobs one more time, honey.
So I'm a realtor. I have an interior design company.
Okay.
And also have a cleaning company. And I work for the government.
And she works for the government. Oh, she got a couple jobs. All right, boo. How can the guy reach out to you?
Oh, they can DM me.
And tell them and give them your IG.
At the accidental billionaire.
Oh wait, it's underscores too. The underscore they THA underscore accidental underscore billionaire. All right, boo. Will you keep me posted how it goes?
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
We did the Kendra can, right? Someone's telling me Kendra can.
Is that
Oh, we
is
didn't.
that the one that
Did we
you
do the
wanted
Kendra
to?
can when you stand up and we see your full body?
Yes.
We did it, right?
I have a leotard on, so I don't.
Oh, we did it, you guys. So if you missed it, you're gonna have to rewind. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
All right. Bye, baby.
Bye.
Um. Hold on. I'm gonna get to somebody else. Somebody said I was dragging it. Kiss my ass. Okay, kiss my ass. I'm not dragging shit. And I even said that sometimes my spirit gets in me and I have to share. And I want to share because, now that I'm really in this space and I have like an app and all those things coming out, I really sit and I come as a journalist. And so I really talk to a lot of the men that you guys say you desire. And one of the things is nobody wants a bum. So let's start there. None of the men that I talk to that have these financial attributes or whatever wants bums, but they also don't want women who thinks their career is more important than the household, right? So what may work in the workspace as a boss woman could be a turn off to the guy that you desire. Not saying that would be the situation with Finn, but I think it's important that I start sharing data because at the end of the day, you could just date whoever you want to date, whoever wants to date you, and life goes on. But when you say you want to date a certain type of man, and that's what you say you want to date, it is important that I think, because I'm a results person, to get in their head and start understanding their mindset versus your mindset, right? And again, most of the men are like, they don't want no broke woman. They don't want a woman who ain't got no shit together. Looks is first. Let's start there. Looks is actually first for women though too. So whether women want to admit it or not, looks is important. Men are just vocal about it, but looks are also important to women. I will say money can trump looks for women. So you might not be the most fine man, but if you got a lot of money, that could be a step up for you. But some of the men think they're turned off by boss women because you're busy at work. How are you going to be at the house? How are you going to be able to go to him with his events? How can you travel with him if you're building an empire outside the family? So listen, take the feedback if you want it. If not, hey, let's keep going.